This video was sponsored by Ultrapoi. Frontside angel rolls, the contact poi trick that basically throws out all the rules. Drex here from DrexFactor.com, and today we're going to dive into the wild and woolly world of poi angel rolls. Before we dive in, I just want to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. So this is one of those tricks that doesn't really have an analog in the contact juggling world. It's something that comes out of the contact and dragon staff world and has been kind of grafted onto a tool that otherwise might be a very odd fit for this style of spinning. You can also think of it as being a very extreme example of the compound paths that we discussed earlier in this series, which I'll link to in the cards as well as down in the description, but suffice it to say that we're stringing together a whole bunch of different segments of the body. Frontside angel rolls involve rolling the poi head down the inner forearm and upper arm on one side of your body, rolling the poi across your chest, and then all the way across to your other arm to catch the head in your waiting hand. Simple, right? So the first thing that we have to establish is that this trick basically throws out almost every rule that we've established in the previous videos. That whole thing about keeping your body level to provide a stable surface for the poi to roll down? Yeah, gone. Making sure the poi head has something under it for the entirety of its roll? Yeah, that one's out too. So with so many of these rules going out the window, how exactly do we pull this one off? Carefully. Very carefully. Like folding lines, you can think of angel rolls as being body tracers. This time though, you're going to be getting in at least 3 beats as the poi rolls. We're going to try and build this up piece by piece with each beat. The first beat involves rolling down your native arm, and this is a good place to start. You want to make like you're performing an inner arm roll with the poi in your palm and the tether spinning in reverse. When you release the tether, however, you're going to want to immediately raise your hand towards the sky and straighten your arm. Let the poi roll down the full length of your arm off of your shoulder. This is step 1. Just get it to your shoulder in a reasonably controlled fashion and get used to raising your hand up without letting the poi roll off of it. See if you can do this 10 times in a row. It'll be annoying to have to pick up the poi every time you drop it, but if you're slick, you might be able to catch the tether with your other hand as it swings behind your shoulder. Okay, now on to the second beat. For this one, after you roll the poi down the native arm, you'll want to lean yourself backward and point your chest towards the sky like you're doing the chest roll from the last video. You're going to try and create a surface for the poi to roll up and over in order to get to your opposite shoulder. Once again, do this several times to get used to putting these two segments together. You'll want to make sure that you can see that tether spinning up away from you as it goes across your chest. For the last part, we need to create a safe descent for the poi down to your opposite hand. The most effective way I've found to do this, ironically enough, has my 2 hands moving in parallel from one side of the body to the other. Once the poi has spun in front of you over your chest, let it drop back behind your opposite shoulder as it rolls down to your hand. This last segment is just plain hard and it takes a lot of practice. By this point, the poi will have a lot of momentum on it, and your hand is more catching it as it drops rather than letting it roll into your waiting palm. It's not always dignified, but this trick definitely gets a reaction. Good luck with it. When you're tackling a trick this challenging, it's helpful to do so with a set of poi that makes the work a joy to do. I recommend these orb poi from this month's sponsor, Ultrapoi. These have been my primary LED contact poi now for months, and I take them with me nearly everywhere I go. Ultrapoi was kind enough to help me make this contact poi series possible, so do please check them out. To snag a set of these for yourself, head on over to ultrapoi.com and use the discount code DREXFACTOR with a 0 instead of an O. It helps out the channel and it gives you a discount on a set of these poi. If you dug this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to guarantee that you'll see my latest videos when they get published. And finally, a shout out to my awesome supporters on Patreon. They are the reason that this video and all the videos on my channel exist. If you'd like to sign up to support the work that I do, please head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. You'll get access to all of my videos before the rest of the world, plus great exclusive content and a vote in what topics I tackle in the future. Thank you so much in advance.